Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Squadrons video. Today I'm going to be discussing the importance of private matches coming to Squadrons. As of right now, private matches are not being added to the game by launch, and there currently seems to be no plans to post either. Now if we do get post-launch content, then I have no doubt that we could see them come at some point, as I know they are highly requested. However, right now it is not obviously looking likely, as we don't know what the plans are for post-launch. Private matches were highly requested for Battlefront 2, and yet we never saw them, so I really hope that EA will look at this mistake of not adding them to Battlefront 2, and maybe look to add them into Squadrons at some point. Obviously though, they said they have no plans to, which sucks, and I hope they obviously change their mind at some point. I think it makes a lot of sense for private matches to come to Star Wars Squadrons, as it is a 5 vs 5 starfighter team-based experience, with PvP fleet battles being a ranked system. Now with that competitive nature of the game, along with that 5 vs 5 team experience, you'd expect to see some kind of competitive scene, which we are actually going to be seeing. Now this is from the official Star Wars Squadrons Reddit Discord server, and more tournaments will obviously come in time, but without private matches, tournaments, especially bracket tournaments, will become very difficult to do. With Battlefront 2 you had to go through the pain of changing ping sites and searching at the same time, and obviously a lot of the time it didn't work, so you could be there for 10 to 20 minutes. And with PvP fleet battles, I'm pretty sure if you leave before the game ends, you may very well get penalised as well, so that won't really help the situation either. Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw it mentioned somewhere. My point here though is that without private matches, tournaments will ultimately suffer. If we don't get post-launch content, then tournaments and a competitive scene for a lot of players will ultimately be what keeps them coming back to play the game. Otherwise they may play for a few weeks or a few months and then never come back, or they'll play the odd game every now and again. That said, it also depends on whether or not players will be rewarded for fleet battles as well. I did a video discussing this a few weeks back, so be sure to check that out, a link will be in the description for you. But basically, if they don't get rewarded, there's not going to be any motivation to really keep on playing. Not only are private matches important to a competitive scene, but you're also going to want to play with your friends at some point, I'm sure. Let's say you're in a clan, there are 10 people who want to play against each other at a specific time, so you split into 2 teams of 5, but oh no, there are no private matches, so that obviously means you can't play together, and that obviously sucks. Being able to go up against your friends like this is also another key part of keeping players interested in the game post-launch if we don't get any more content. If we don't get post-launch content, then the comp scene and playing against friends are both important to the longevity of this game in my opinion. Obviously the game doesn't need additional content to make it good. If the game is good enough, then many players will probably want to play the game for a bit of time anyway. However, in this day and age, people are far more used to getting content after release and have now come to expect it from most multiplayer titles. So if we don't see anything, then after a good few weeks or months, they'll get bored of playing it and they won't really want to come back again, which obviously, as a Star Wars multiplayer experience, really would be a shame to see those player numbers go down. Now with the game being in its own niche anyway, I can't imagine the player numbers are going to be as high as Battlefront 2 or get anywhere close to that either. So again, it would really be damaging and a shame to not have private matches at some point. Obviously private matches won't be in the game at launch, so I really do hope that we get to see them at some point after. Even if we don't get any more maps, ships, skins or game modes, if we can at least have private matches, then I really do think that will do wonders for the game and its longevity. I'm very keen to see a competitive scene for this game, and I'll definitely look to get involved with it somehow, whether it's competing or setting something up. But Motive, if you're listening, on behalf of the community, please do add private matches at some point. The potential for the players really is huge, and like Battlefront, if we don't see them, it would really be disappointing. That is it from me today guys. To summarise really quick, private matches could really help the game's longevity. A lot of people are worried about the amount of content the game is getting already, so I do really pray for them at some stage. Thank you all very much for watching though. Have a great rest of your day, and may the force be with you always.